If you are struggling to move past your past you, and you want to change how you feel, you want to live a different life because you have accepted and know in your heart that the life that you past lived is not the life you want to live anymore. It's not the feelings you want to live anymore. But you feel like you're doing all the things right, but still things aren't changing. So this is most likely because that your mind already knows what to do. Your mind is already thinking the life that you want to live, but your body still holds your body is still holding on to the pain of what once happened to you. So I have experienced this myself. I've had some traumatic situations in my life with some past ex-boyfriends, and I realized that I was still responding in certain situations from this source of pain. So, of course, things couldn't change when I still was holding on to this source of pain within me. But the thing is, it's actually really hard to actually realize that this is happening because our bodies are so used to feeling the way they are doing. So even though we have made conscious steps towards another version of ourselves in order and because we want a better life for ourselves, our body will still hold on to that pain, to that energy pattern that once came into you. So you have to acknowledge and accept and realize that this energy is within you. And you have to realize and start noticing when it's triggering you, because this low vibration needs your intention to be released. You can't start feeling different, and by feeling different, you will attract different. And you can't do this until you have fully accepted and fully noticed when and that it's just inside you. And you have to start listening to your body, and you will know really quickly when you start listen, because you know when you feel good and you're in high vibration. So just notice when you're not in that vibration. Just notice when you're not in that vibration, okay? And then you need to release. You need to release. And with that, I mean, for me, what works is to just hold on my heart space, because for me, my feelings is just right here. It feels like this heavy stone. And I tell myself that I'm safe and it's safe to let go. And I just acknowledge the feeling. I just hold space for the feeling. But at the same time, I'm just giving it time and space to be released. And then I remember to see when I feel this feeling, because it's in those situations that I can make the change. So if I feel it with a certain person, I would have to make a conscious choice of responding towards this person from another energy field. Because if I respond through that pain every time, I will keep it alive. So it will be really uncomfortable in the beginning, because at first our body tried to protect us from this energy. But if we don't need protection anymore and we actually are safe, and it's just our nervous system protecting us from past experiences, it's time to let go. And it's time to not give that source of energy attention, because if you give it attention and if you respond from it, you will continuously experience and feel this feeling. So you have to think about how you want to respond with this situation or this person, so that you already have your knowledge when the experience happens. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be uncomfortable, because if, let's say, you have been holding on to this feeling and been responding from this feeling in just, let's say, 5 years, your body will be so used to this feeling that it will feel so unusual and uncomfortable to just respond and react in another state of being, in another energy towards the situation or with this person. But that's just how it works. When some new energy is entering, it doesn't mean it's bad. Because if you know it's something good for you, it will still feel uncomfortable, even though it's really positive. So just hold on and keep going in those uncomfortable situations when you know it's for your better. And just give yourself time and space and love to feel safe and to let go. And just fill yourself with so much good energy after a situation like this. Compliment yourself, acknowledge yourself, and fill yourself with positive energy. You can literally just imagine that bright light is entering your energy field and filling yourself up from within. So this is how I would heal myself, and this is how I would make sure to grow from a situation that once hurt me. And this is how I have this is how I realized that I was still stuck in that pain, because at some point I start recognizing that I was still feeling that way, and it was starting to question me a lot, because in so many other areas of my life I was doing so great, but with this one person I still had like this low vibrational, very protective energy around me. And I knew that the situation was not like in the past anymore. I knew that it was safe now. I knew that I was safe in myself, and I would never get hurt like that again. But still, my body was responding from that same source of energy. And that's when I realized that I needed to make a conscious choice and really acknowledge the pain, see it in myself, feel it in myself, and accept it. Don't fight it. Don't try to hide it away. Don't try to just ignore it. Because the more you ignore it, the bigger it will grow and the longer it will stay inside you. You have to accept it. You have to feel it. And you just have to accept it in order to release it. And then make those conscious choices of how you would like to respond in a situation that no longer should have the power of you to let you trigger into a low vibration. This is the only way to change, is to feel uncomfortable, to move forward, knowing that the uncomfortable is positive, even though it feels like it's not safe. It's only because your body haven't felt this energy in this situation for so long. So it's just so used to another feeling that it feels unsafe, but it doesn't mean that it is unsafe. You have to be brave, and you have to, in this case, trust your mind and trust yourself enough to move past that feeling, because you can do it. And it's very important for your growth that you have the courage to do it. God bless you, and see you next time.